Hi. So I wasn't running a startup before. I was just a literature student. It was like my co-founder was running a startup. So yeah, I'm going to talk about how you can actually build a startup when you have no resources, no experience, and no money, no support, nothing, like from scratch. And it's actually interesting because I built a startup from Palestine, and it's somehow similar to Kosovo in that it's not really that developed in the tech world. The tech scene in Palestine is really small. It's not really developed. And we have very, very minimal resources. Like when we started 2 years ago, there was no one 3D printer in Palestine. And we're like probably the only hardware startup like trying to build hardware there. So how it all started is that I was just studying literature in university, and I had this hobby of creating colorful keychains, my own keychains out of shoelaces. And then I was sitting with my friend one day, and he was studying industrial engineering, and he was working on some kind of a product. I didn't know what he was working on. I didn't care. I didn't understand anything in technology or engineering. But he was obviously building this product and thought that my designs are cool, that if he added my designs to his product is going to make something cool. So he told me that let's do something. Let's do this product. I was like, what is that? And then he said, there are those websites, crowdfunding platforms called Kickstarter and Indiegogo, where you can put up a product idea like this one that looks really cool, and you can get lots of money for it. And then you make people buy the product, and then you take this money and go manufacture the product and give it to them. And then you have your product all over the world with people's hands. It was like, really? This is so cool. I want to do this. And he said, okay, then let's build a startup. And I was like, what's a startup? And I really didn't know anything about any of this. But I thought this crowdfunding thing is really cool, although I had no relevant experience or relevant background. So what we did is that we just went and Googled how to build a crowdfunding campaign. And then we got all these steps, and then it said you had to have a prototype. So of course, back then we didn't have a prototype, and we couldn't really make a prototype in Palestine. So we had to order some 3D printed casing and stuff, and the circuit from outside, and it would cost a lot of money and ages until it came to Palestine because of border restrictions. So we can't control the borders in Palestine. It has to go through Israel, and it's stays there for about 40 days, and then we get the shipment. But we struggled a lot until we got this prototype, and then we got it, and it was cool, it was beautiful, and then we thought, okay, what's next? Google, what's next? I have a prototype now, what should I do next to have a crowdfunding campaign? And then they said, it says that you have to create a video. I was like, okay, let's have a video. But we didn't have any money for any video. And what we did is that we started applying for startup competitions. And it was the first time for me winning anything in my entire life. I won the laptop, and then we sold it, and that's how we made the video. And then it turned out that all you need for a crowdfunding campaign is a video and a prototype that shows a video. But it wasn't enough, of course. We also needed some more things, and that's when we started applying to accelerators and incubators in Palestine. But no one was interested. Really got so many rejections. No one was helpful. No one believed in what we were doing. So we thought, okay, let's apply to something abroad. And we kept applying and getting lots of rejections until we got into this accelerator in Estonia. I was really excited. We went to Estonia. We had no money, of course. We just went there, and we're super excited about going to a European country where we can actually buy things online and get them on the second in 2 days. It was really cool for us back then. And so what we did was that, okay, we had to Google again, what can I do now? I have a video and I have a prototype, what to do? And then it said crazy things that you have to have your friends and family back or support your campaign on the first day so you can get momentum on the first day. And guess what? Our friends and family are back in Palestine. They don't have credit cards. PayPal doesn't even recognize Palestine as a country. It's like we can't get any friends and family. And then we read more, and it said that you have to have like a marketing strategy, like hire a marketing agency, or most campaigns have like a marketing agency with a budget of $5,000, and then like for Facebook ads and Google ads. And I was like, no, I'm not paying $5,000 for marketing. And then they do also hire a PR agency to like get in touch with the media and stuff. I was like, no, I'm not paying for a PR agency. I didn't even have money to pay any of those. So I was like, what's the big deal? I'll do it myself. And that's the attitude that like actually made us like pull through everything. We just did everything ourselves, and we decided that, okay, if like something was too expensive, we'll just do it ourselves. Like we'll learn and we'll try. So we did all sort of like crazy things. We built a landing page, tried to build a referral system for the landing page and get signups, and we went to every conference, startup conference or meetup, and tried to convince people with the product and convince them that they should like support us on the first day and these things. And all that like with no marketing budget or like any PR agencies or anything. And then went like Googled again, how can I like pitch the media, like instead of how can I work as a PR agency, and did it myself. So all that was without having any experience. And what we ended up with was that then we launched a campaign, and we eventually got $150,000 out of like zero marketing budget. And we got featured on Forbes, TechCrunch, Telegraph, BuzzFeed with zero PR budget. We didn't spend anything on PR. And we finally started manufacturing the product. All that when we had no experience. So by that time, my friend who's like my co-founder in the team had worked as the product engineer and the website developer and the graphic designer and the video producer. And I worked as the marketing agency and the PR agency, and I did the product design as well. So we did everything together. All that when all I studied was like English literature. It was useless. And now actually like 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, I'm gonna go to China and to the factory and to supervise the assembly line and give factory instructions on how to assemble the product, which is really cool because like usually engineers do that, but in fact I'm the one who like did the design. So this is really cool, and the message at the end is that you can do anything, even if you don't have any like experience or background in business and marketing or engineering or startups at all. And that's it. Thank you.